What's up, my people? You know how it is. It's Soft Touch on the beat, and I'm here on shap.gram, and we're live in DCT Studios, Asaba. That's how it is. That's what's up. Come on now, let's go. How did I become a producer? It's a bit of a story. Actually, I was in medical school, University of Abuja. So I was there. I lost my dad, so I had to drop out of school. You know how it is with us here in Africa. Our dad is the breadwinner of the family. So when we lost our dad, things became rough. So I couldn't meet up. I had to drop out. Then I came back home and started hustling. It was in the course of my hustle that I got to start working in the studio. And when I started working in the studio, I found out that I had the flair for music. So naturally, I picked up. At first, it was because of the money, but in the course of chasing the money, I found out I had a passion for it. So the rest is history. Plenty water under the bridge. I don't even want to go into details because it's too really long. Oh, I faced a bunch of challenges. I faced a couple of challenges. Um, in fact, I would say the first few years of my life as a producer, I would say it wasn't much because I didn't actually have any mentor. I learned the hard way. I learned everything to try and error. It was when I discovered the internet that things started picking up. Things started looking up for me. Getting the right softwares, getting the right samples and everything. These are challenges you face, and working with the right artist. A bunch of artists come to the studio, they don't even have songs. Some will come to the studio and say, are you not supposed to be the one to make the song for me? And some artists are just very difficult to work with. You have to learn how to manage people. You have to learn how to work with different characters, with different demeanors. Some are very aggressive. They will come, you talk to them this way, they pick offense. A bunch of different characters as a public person that you have to learn how to manage. These are some of the things we face behind the scene as a music producer. Then some people don't even have the talent. They just come to the studio. They don't know anything. They are not even concerned about the music, and they expect you to do magic on their songs. But we try our best. I would personally say in every successful song, no matter how good the artist is, the producer does like 70% of the work. We are the ones doing most of the work behind the scenes. That's how it is. The producer and the sound engineer, because there are two different things actually. But these are some of the challenges we face behind the scenes. I started out liking hip hop and trap. Lil Wayne was a huge influence on the type of beat I make. I loved hip hop, and then I was very, very advanced to Afrobeat. But oh man, hunger beats me. One person advised me to switch to Afrobeat once. But now I love Afrobeat. In fact, when I'm on my system, it's very difficult for me to sit down and start producing hip hop. Although I can do basically every kind of beat, because I believe that music is universal. Music doesn't have a language. Music shouldn't have limitations. Music is just an expression of yourself. You understand? So if you're a musician, if you're musical, you can do anything you want to do. Just express yourself how it's coming to you. And I believe it will turn out right. So I won't peg myself with a particular genre, but if you ask me now, what genre you really like to do or you have the most flair for, I'll say hip hop, because it comes very extremely easy to me when I'm making a hip hop beat. So yeah, I'll say trap hip hop. Asaba is a growing industry. It's not an established industry like Lagos, that's a fact. Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Enugu, they are miles ahead of Asaba. those industries, they have it right now. I think that entertainment is population driven. Lagos has the crowds, Lagos has the numbers, Lagos has the market, same as Port Harcourt and Enugu. Asaba is a growing city. Asaba is the population here in Asaba is smaller, so that is a factor too. But we are living in an age where the internet is making the whole world a global village. The internet is making the world smaller, so that shouldn't be limiting. But what I see, what I find in most of us who are musicians out of Asaba is most of us, we like mediocrity. You know, they are easily satisfied with what they have. They don't aspire for something else, and we are always waiting for help from the outside. Help shouldn't come from outside. Develop yourself, build your craft, and the right people will come to you. As long as you're pushing, you need the right people along the way. Or if you sit down and do mediocre songs and do mediocre music, mediocre beats, and wait for manna to fall from heaven, it can never happen. So I feel those of us who are in the arts should aspire for excellence. My advice for younger producers is don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being true to your craft. Keep putting in the work. Keep putting in the work at first, because a wise man once said that for you to earn more than you actually work, you have to work more than you earn. You understand? So at first it might seem like they are paying you less than you're working for, but once you keep doing it, once you keep being consistent, I bet you the sky will be your limit. Regret as a musician? Yeah, not really. I have a few regrets, but I don't think they are regrets. They are part of a learning process. You know, in this life, everybody has his or her learning curve. I feel whatever happened for a reason, and I don't think I'll regret, because it's what made me who I am today, and I don't have any regrets. I think everything happens for a reason, and everything has a purpose to it. So it's all God's doing, and I'm thankful. Instead of having regrets, I'm thankful for what God has done for me and how far He has brought me, because it's all His grace. So I don't have any regrets. My best moment as a music producer. My best moment as a music producer. I would say it was when I was privileged to work with one of the foremost A-list artists in Nigeria, Olamide. Although the song was not released, unfortunately, but it gave me a new insight into the music business. It gave me a new outlook to it, that everything and anything is possible if you believe. Because I know where I started from, and I know how I got to work with him. So I guess that's one of the best moments of my production career. Android or iOS? Android. Like, I don't like people clustering the whole Android phones together. Like, there's Samsung and there's Android. You know, me, I'm a fan of Samsung. I've been a fan of Samsung for as long as I can remember. Like, I used all the Samsung from S3 to was it S10? Oh, yeah, it should be S or S20. Yeah, I used most of the Samsung phones, and I am an ardent Samsung fan. But of late, I switched to iPhone because of the video quality, and I would say for me it's a tie, because I still love Samsung. Although I don't have one now, I'm currently using an iPhone, but I still love my Samsung, and Samsung is an Android. So yeah, it's a tie. Love or money? This one hard though. But as hard as it might sound, it's easy. Most people now will say money, but money is a means to an end, you know. And we as humans, we are built to love. From the when we were born, we learn to love our parents. We grow older, we learn to love our wives and girlfriends. So if we don't have love, what do we have? It makes us next to animals. So we are inherently built to love. Money is a means to an end, like I said earlier. So yeah, money is important. Money makes the society run. Money makes you a man. But if you have money and you don't have love, you have nothing. You know. So I'll pick love over money. But money is important. So money gas join. You know these things. Ah, I don't have piercings. I don't have tattoos. I'm not a fan. But the thing is, I love it. I love seeing it on people. I love seeing it on people. Tattoo is artistic. People tend to express art in different forms. Tattoos. I will definitely go for tattoos. Me, I'm not piercings. I think it's. I'm not a fan of piercings. I love tattoos. It's a set of question. Boobs or ass? Okay, boobs or ass? I'm an ass man myself, so definitely an ass. The ass is forever, so to speak. The ass stays there, even if you're 60-year-old. The ass is still there, but we know what happens to the boobs. I don't want to go into details. So the ass wins it for me, hands down. Text or phone calls? Me. I prefer phone calls because I'll see your missed calls. But you might text me. Due to the nature of my job, my phone is always on silent because when I'm recording, I keep my phone on silent. And sometimes when I leave the studio, I forget to remove the phone from silent. So you might text me and I'll see your text tomorrow or next tomorrow when it's too late. So I'd rather have you call me than text me or chat me. So phone call. Don't text or chat, because I hardly have time to start typing, and phone calls for me. Underestimated or overestimated? I would say a bit of both. Depends on where I am. Like most times when I travel out of the state to work, they hear that you're from Delta, they be like, Toti, if you come out from Delta. But when they hear my work, they're like, wow. So outside the state, I'm underestimated. Here in Delta, I don't feel I'm overestimated. I'm just me, So mostly underestimated. Yeah. We've come to the end of this session. You know how it is, and I'm giving a big shout out to DCT Studios, the place to be. Got everything here. Advise you to come here and see for yourself. The place is just amazing. And giving a shout out to my man Larry Skis, my brother, my friend from way back. And I also want to give a shout out to my fans, all the people who support me, my friends, my family, my wife, for being so supportive of the craft. Most times I'm hardly ever home, but she's putting down the fort for me, taking care of the family. You know how it is. And I'm giving a shout out to my family. I don't want to start naming names, there are so many, and I don't want to skip anybody. So I appreciate all you do for me, because without you there'd be no me. I appreciate all my artists, people who believe in me, who work with me, who spend their hard-earned money to work with me. It's not easy to part with the kind of money I usually charge now. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you for the confidence bestowed on me. Thank you very much. This is your humble servant signing out.